Hello and welcome everybody. Today we want to talk about our race strategy in the third race in Fruinia. And here again we will have quite a wet race. So if you take a look at the weather forecast, it's the yellow line with very heavy rain at the beginning, and it will dry out until the end of the race, and hopefully it will already be done until the next shower starts. So how do we want to approach this? I think there are two options here. One is to start on wets and wait until around the 50% mark to go directly on slicks. But this could also mean that you are 10 minutes on slicks where you would be better off on intermediates, and 10 minutes on wets where you would be better off on intermediates as well. So the other option would be to switch to intermediates here around the 70% mark and to slicks here around the 35% mark. The safe bet, I think, would be a one-stopper. My car is quite tire consuming and I like to play around, so let's go for a two-stopper here and let's try to time our pit stops correctly. What we have to do is to take a look at our lap times again. Practice lap time is in the dry, so around 100 seconds. I don't want to investigate all of the lap times over time, because this time it's not our tire wear defining our strategy, it's the weather. And yeah, just a rough estimation, I can do around 100 seconds, 101 seconds in the dry. And in the wet I have another data point from the qualifying, which was at 61% humidity, and I did a 108 or 110, so that's 10 seconds slower at 60%. I would guess 15 seconds slower at 100%. So let's take a look what we can do with that. So first of all, enter the number 3 here to get the correct weather forecast. And I think it's safer to calculate a little bit that you are a little bit faster than what you actually are, because then you will do more laps until the weather changes, which means you will have enough fuel in the tank if you are slower. Yeah, but we'll play around with different values here and see when we have to time our pit stops. So here with 110, which is the pace in 60% rain, I see that I want to pit around the 70% mark of rain. I am timing it behind if I set it to 50% of race progression. This is what I did here. And yeah, the other switch would be at 35% mark, something like that, which I timed at 72, and I'm well behind that, even when I plan to be quite fast. Of course, here I already am faster than the given lap time, most likely. But I lose more time here, so 110 is a reasonable guess. What if I plan to be very, very slow? Then I still see, okay, my planned time is here well behind the 66%, and here also well behind the 30%. So yeah, if you plan with being faster, then you should be safe, in my opinion. So I think those two values, 50 and 72%, are quite okay. I want to change tires each time. Pit windows, let's increase them to 10 laps. Yeah, for the start I chose to have a bit of a bigger pit window to not pit in the first lap, because I don't know what exactly the rain is doing around here, and my switch to intermediates should happen right around the 70 mark, and I don't want to fall below that in case the rain goes a little bit weird. So just wait it out for the first lap, and then I hope that the rain is already strong enough. and at the end this is my typical 15% window. Yeah. I want to use intermediate tires. If you want to do a one stopper on slicks and wets only, then put a 0 here. And then most importantly our triggers when to switch between the different tire compounds. So at the beginning we start with a wet tire, this is here, and then when it goes below 72 or 71, then go to intermediates. Important is that the other one, switching to wets from whatever compound is higher than that. So I just set it above that. I will trust that the rain is continuously falling, so I can go right above that. But I could also, yeah, go for a little bit of safety here. Put 80. And then the second switch at 35%, or maybe a bit earlier even. Let's go for 37. And important is that the other one here is above that. Usually slicks to intermediates, if you're going from dry to wet, is quite a bit lower than that, and we are coming from the other direction. So make sure that you change that to a value higher than the 37, else if you will switch to slicks on 37 and then when you're at 30, oh, this is at 25, I will switch back to intermediates again. You want to avoid that. So that should work out then. If yeah, there's a lot of margin in between. Tire grip loss, yeah, I don't really care. And the damage repair, 50%. Yeah, I think the strategy is fine. It can go really wrong with the timing of our pit stops in case, in case safety car comes out, in case I crash, and then it will prepone a pit stop, and I will do another one, maybe at the trigger when the weather changes. But yeah, so be it. Yeah, what else did I want to say? Yeah, make your pit stop windows large enough that you cover the full range of different speeds you might be going. Just to be sure that the weather transition is inside your pit stop window. 10 laps is more than enough, I guess. And if we check out the end of the race, I just want to check out how slow we have to be until that we get more rain at the end. And unrealistically slow, I think. So we are not in danger that we will get any rain. So this is now half a minute slower than worst case, and then the rain is coming again. So that's all good. And yeah, I think that's it already. Looking forward to your strategies. Don't forget to adjust your tire compound triggers, and especially the start tires. If you start out on slicks, yeah, you're doomed. Okay, that's it. Please send in your strategies. Without strategy, you don't have a chance in this race. Alright, see you guys. Bye bye.